Hello, it's Chris Bowling. This is Bottom Line Thursday. I have two guests joining me today, Mr. Byer, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is obviously the creator of the content, so we always lean on Brad to tell us what we're going to talk about this week.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's build upon, and this probably required some homework if you didn't see last week's episode. But we talked about how AI will change healthcare in 2025.
Right.
So now I'm on this rabbit hole of AI,
Love it.
and then coupling that with quantum computers. So I'm going to
Yeah.
pause there and plead ignorance. At first, I've heard of quantum computers. I candidly really didn't know much about them. I just know they're really fast. They're still in development stage. You want me to give kind of a primer that I heard that helped get my
Yeah.
mind around what quantum computing
Yeah,
is?
it's a little nebulous in my brain as well.
Yeah, and so what's funny, I asked AI to explain it to me like a 12-year-old. Now is about the level at which I could understand it. If I went to 13-year-old, it was
No,
completely ununderstandable. But it talked about how like normal computers, their bits are off or on, like you got off or on. Apparently with quantum computing, like the variables could be either at any time. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense. But then it went on to give an example. Let's say you're a chef and you're trying to figure out the best recipe for whatever. And you've got 100 recipes to go through.
hmm
So with traditional computing, it goes one at a time. It has to work through all 100 in sequence. Quantum computing can do all 100 at once and tell you this is the best one.
That's crazy.
So imagine that magnitude. And so now, so when we couple that with AI and its ability to understand all this stuff, think about drug discovery, material science, just all the different things, and probably insurance processing. How many
Yeah.
times are we just like, how is this that hard to process a claim or, all those things? But this
Wow.
is what was nuts. This article I read said that quantum computing is so powerful it can simulate molecular interactions accurately. So how molecules are going to react if put
Do something.
XYZ substance in the
Wow.
body, what it will do. So mind blown. There you go. Quantum
Oh,
computing and AI is coming.
This is where my brain goes. Do you realize it has been since the 80s that an independent review has been done to launch a drug? All all research is sponsored by drug companies. And you can get that result to say whatever you want it to say. I can't wait for this to start looking
to
at our
actually
drugs
start looking at it.
and start
Wow.
figuring out what is actually making an impact and what is not.
I mean, do you
Yeah.
think that you start thinking about clinical trials that it could just tell you what you're going to experience, and
Yeah.
like this is going to be the awful outcomes. These are going to be the side effects. I mean, that we're probably even not even thinking about what it can do. That's super powerful.
Yeah. So, Bowling, to your point, I think we need to watch who's now sponsoring, quantum mechanic computing. Maybe it's the drug companies, so they'll get the answer they still like.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully they
I
can't
don't know.
Here
manipulate
goes
the
that
Hopefully
idea.
quantum.
not. I like the unbiased idea.
Yeah,
So,
If
very
they
cool, Brad.
can't
As always.
manipulate it, then we'll be okay. But if they can manipulate it, we're still
yes.
screwed. We're still getting drugs that are ineffective that cost 10 times more. But hey, as long as we
There you
run a
go.
commercial every night, they're wonderful, you know?
Right.
Perfect. I'm sold.
Thank you, Brad. Another great
All
one.
right,
Still
guys.
doing on
Talk to
the
you next
AI.
week.